Hi there, YouTubers. You probably hear this thing's running in the background. That's a good thing. So, one day my wife said to me, we don't have any hot water. And I was thinking, oh, that's not a good thing. So, I came downstairs and I checked our thermostat, and we had our thermostat all the way cranked. And every other place we've lived, we've had it cranked. For 8 years of using this thing, we've had it cranked. And it didn't matter. It didn't hurt at all. So, just for shits and giggles, I turned it down a couple of notches. So this gauge right here, this is your adjustment right here. You got this, sweetie? And I just turned it down like 3 or 4 teeth marks, and it's never shut off since. So it had something to do with the with it overheating. I don't know why. Maybe there was too much sediment in the bottom and it was getting close to the thermostat detector, and it wasn't detecting the temperature of the liquid and more probably the temperature of all the sediment. Anyway, so there's another thing I want to talk to you about that might make your hot water tank not be putting out all the hot water that you'd like. Is this thing right here. I'm going to get a close-up of that, and you'll be seeing it in a second. But this thing right here is like a T-junction. So what happens is, there's a T-junction back here. Cold water comes down here. Some of it goes to the tank, right? And some of it goes to this T-junction. T-junction. Some of the cold water goes through the T-junction into the main of the house from the hot water tank. So it gets mixed. They want to mix cold water with hot water, which is crazy because I'm paying to make hot water. But they've got this little gizmo here. Now, I'm going to tell you a story that they told me. My builder told me why they have that gizmo there. At some point, a person filled up their tub with scalding hot water and dropped the baby in it. I don't know how much of that's believable. So this really gets on my nerves. So I got this. This is a laser pointer, right? And what it does is it measures the heat of whatever the laser's pointing at. So right here on this pipe here, you can see. Let me see. I'm trying to look at this and that at the same time. Back. Okay. So that's 85.6 degrees. Okay, and the cold water coming in is 72 degrees. And the hot water coming out of this tank, 95 degrees. I'm going to turn this up because I want more heat coming up here. Right? And how you do that is you need an Allen key. And there's a thing here that looks like you'd be able to turn it, but it doesn't turn. That's only a gauge. So what you do is stick the Allen key in there and loosen it off. So you're going to use the Allen key to get the screw out. Now, take the cap off, and you'll notice that the cap has ridges on the inside and ridges on the outside here. Right? So same as here. See, there's ridges here and ridges here. So the inside ridges are for this part that turns, but when the cap is all the way screwed on, these mate with these ridges and you can't turn it. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to adjust this. Okay, so I'm at 94, 92. Okay, so if I turn this in, see the temperature change? It goes down. Now it's 88. Right? I want more heat, so I'm going to turn this out. Let's see what happens. There it goes. It's going up to 90. So that's backed out all the way.
91.
So I'm at 91. Now the water coming in is 93. Right? And it's 94, 95, let's say, mixing with the city water. So there we are, 93 degrees.
91.5.
91.
92, 93.
This is good. As I get closer to the junction, it changes. So I think that's as high as we're going to go. So then, personally, I would take this out of here. I would have this go straight in and get rid of this thing. So now we got to lock it back. So we have to find where the threads line up. Right? And then just lock it in. Take your screw, put the screw back in, and then your Allen key. Finish the job. So I've opened this right up. And I don't think like people should be. This is not. One person does something wrong, and then we all have to pay the price. It's crazy, right? Just anyway, that's it for now.